Hello, sister friends. It's so good to see you again. I missed you. It's been a while, but I thought about you as I was slowly but surely editing that video that I put out today. I meant for it to go out yesterday or the day before, but work just kept me busy, busy, busy. These weekends that I do, I don't get to bed until between 12 and 1, and I'm back up at 6 a.m., and it's just all day. So, excuse me, cleaning off my camera here. Let me say hello to some people. And we'll get going. I think we're in episode 9 today, if I recall correctly. Let me head over to the chat. Say hello to some people. Hello, Lisa Hannon. Hello. Oh, I'm giving you a shout out, Lisa Hannon. Lisa Hannon, shout out. Discovered me about a week ago. Well, hello and welcome. Vicki Glennon, hello. I am well, thank you. Morticia, good to see you. Sherry Pasic. I feel like my kids had a lot of friends that were from Ukraine and trying to think where else, but that last name looks familiar. Oh, Poland, Polish too. I wonder if it falls under one of those. Okay. Also, if you can't hear me, let me know. All right. Of course, by the time I get there and chat. Oh, Morticia has an interview tomorrow. Good luck. Okay. Hopefully I can get through these before it blocks me. Oof, shoot, it jumped ahead. This pop-out chat is not my friend, but it's the only way I can put chat on the screen. Betty B, hello. Ladybird's mom, hi, good to see you. Angie, hello. Ethel and Ruth, good to see you both. Rogue, hey, hey. Danny Towns, hello. Carly, no Twitter, hello. No, not my cookies, hey. Mama Squirrel, not Michelle, not Michael. Hi. Lisa Owens, hello. Judith Berg, hello. Lori Carrad, hello. All sister friends, hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and Lori, thank you for moderating. Let's see. I can get some more. There we go. I think I said hi to Mama Squirrel, but just in case. And Ruth Carol, I saw. Suzanne, hello. Carrie Ball, hello. Doc Karen, hi. See you in Nashville soon. Missy Lane, hello. Idahoan Farm Girl, like that title. My son-in-law is an Idahoan farm boy. Now currently a Nashvilleian, if you will. All right, make sure your cloaks are fastened snugly at our Cloak of Charity, which is what we've deemed our live chats for anyone who's new, based on Kody being upset that his wives don't cover him in a Cloak of Charity anymore, as they did his whole marriage now that they have left. Of course. Sherry, you bought the glasses. Yay, these are the black ones that came in it. Anyone interested in getting the glasses or my favorite pens or anything else that I find that I have here, I have an Amazon link down below. I also have to watch the way I say it now, because just the other day I was reading through a lot of the disclosures, and I am not supposed to be telling people to go there before they do their Amazon shopping. But I can say, if you are going to go to Amazon, why don't you just click first on my link down below and look at my glasses and pens and see if you want to buy that first. I think I can say that. All right, Wendy's Front Yard. Hi. Missy Lane, hello. Rachel Turturo, hello. Izzy Reels, hello. Jenny T, hello from North Carolina. Hi, North Carolina. Oh, are we getting stuck? Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Going again. First time to a live chat. Hello, Suzanne Johnson. I'm excited you're here. Dee Dee, good to see you again. Excuse me. Mama Celeste, hello. Ethel, hey. Rachel, good to see. Hey, Rachel, where'd that come from? Oh, Rachel was before you. That's why I saw Rachel. And Angie, hello. Elizabeth Murphy, Mountaineer 301. Good to see you, Judith. Lots of people here already. I am so impressed. Thank you so much, because I did not post the thumbnail and get the link set up until like an hour ago. So I am tickled pink that you must have hit the bell maybe, or you just happen to be on YouTube. I don't know. Jeanette Cantrell, but if you hit the bell, then you will get notified if I randomly just go live or post any video, you'll get notified. All right. Lori is our moderator, and she is right. We know Kody is not our friend, but let's all play nice. And we can be snarky, but not mean. Okay, that's my rule here. Serendipit. It's like serendipity. Hello, Hillary, Amanda, Betty B. I think I said hi already, but just in case. Oh, Pat McBride. Got done with water aerobics. Good for you. Hillary, hi. Jane Ashley, hello, Texas. Mountaineer 301, we saw you. Betty B, I believe I said hi already, but just in case, let me hit that. Happy Jenkins. Having a little hard time hearing you. Okay, good to know. Let me see if I can amp this up a little bit so that you can hear me better. Okay, let me know how that is. And the rest of you let me know also, because sometimes it's just people's particular audio on their computers or phones, depending on how they're watching. So everyone else let me know, how is the sound for you? Now, I did crank it up a little bit. All right, Lisa Owen, hello. Kim April, hello. Nikki Noel, good to see you. Oh, I'm glad you made it to the live. Okay, Debbie Brewster, hey. Shay, hey. Danny, I think I said hi, but just in case I didn't, let me say hello again. Nerdful Things Studio. I love some of your names. This is great. Welcome. I haven't seen you here before. Angie, good to see you. Longtime listener. One of the first 100. Oh, one of these days I should go back to the first video that I posted and look at the comments that are on it and see. Because I remember a couple people saying, remember me when... And I'm like, well, from your mouth to God's ears that this channel succeeds. But it seems to be doing well, so thanks to all of you. Can't do it without all of you. Susan Shea, hello. Glad you caught the live. Busy. Yeah, my busy schedule is insane, which is why I didn't get this thumbnail posted until the last minute, so my apologies. Okay, I think I'm caught up with everybody. Oh, Candace Parker, hello. First time saying hello, but always listening. Oh, glad to hear it, Candace. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and Jane Ashley. And it sounds good to you. Okay, good. All right. Jane Morgan, I think I said hello, but just in case. Because I'm kind of going back and forth here. Oh, Tina. Hi, dear. Okay. Mama Cat, hello. Missy Lane, hello. Let's see, why are some of these all of a sudden? Oh, I know why they're popping up. Hillary, hello. Kim, I think I said hello, but I'll say it again just to be sure. Debbie Sue, good to see you. Carrie Ball, hello. Okay, now I think I'm caught up. And this is what is happening. My top chat is giving me recommendations. So everybody who's watching, go to the little caret next to where it says top chat, click it and change it to live chat. Then everything will be chronological. Should have done that before I logged on here. That's why everything was getting messed up. Lynn Skinner, glad to have you here. Thank you for moderating. Got 2 moderators in the house. And Sarah, hello. Just found it this month. I'm so glad. Welcome. Lavette, hello. First time catching a live. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. Okay. Lisa Hannon, hello. Okay. I'm going to have to go now. Angie Lowe, Brandy Phillips, and Peach. Hello to you all. Okay. As I mentioned before, the only rules we have here in the live chat is just being kind to each other and try to keep it clean because, well, keep it clean. Don't even try. Just keep it clean. We do have moderators helping out just in case it takes something down, but I just want to keep the channel up. So, but euphemisms and innuendos and all that is perfectly fine. Anything else that I am missing? I am... First day of full-time school is tomorrow. I'm a speech therapist, my other job, and I do it online. So I'll be doing that all day tomorrow until close to 6 o'clock at night, because some of the kids, I just can't get them into my schedule until later in the day. So I'm probably not going to do a live tomorrow. And then I start going out of town. I'll be at the one child's house on Thursday night, and then I'll be heading down to Nashville to continue on. Just breaks up the trip. It's really nice. And that way I get to see both my daughters and both my son-in-laws. So then I'll head down to Nashville. And things should start to slow down a little bit after I get there. This is sort of a whirlwind. My suitcase is still not even unpacked, and I'm thinking, oh, tomorrow's the last day here at home, and I have to go again for 2 weeks. But it'll be good. It'll be good, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm hoping it's going to be relaxing, so we'll see. But I will live stream from there. So my goal is Saturday night, because they actually leave. I take them to the airport in the middle of the day on Saturday. So Friday is just going to be a visit with my daughter and her husband day. But I will have time to do a little bit of online therapy, but I'll also have a time to be doing some editing of videos. So hopefully I can get another video up for you. And any of you who watch my other channel, which is Reality TV Breakdown, where I do other reality shows, so sorry I'm behind on Welcome to Plathville. It's just, this last week has sort of been like hell week. If I were pledging, or finals week for all college students, it's been sort of insane to me. So I will catch up eventually. But again, that's called Reality TV Breakdown. If any of you who are new want to watch my reviews on Seeking Sister Wives or Welcome to Plathville. Okay. That's it. And then, in a couple days, I will be seeing, by the time I talk to you next, oh, no, that's not true. It'll be later in the week, but I will be in the same city as Rhonda, Dr. Karen, and Belinda, and we're all going to get together. I'm going to take a picture and share it when I'm done. So that's going to be fun. Talking sister wives and eating at a Mexican restaurant, in honor of Kody and the Brown family. All right, that is it. At the very end, I have a quote, and the quote was submitted by a viewer. How about that? All right, we'll read that at the very end. Today, we are, and hello. I see a lot more people coming into chat. Welcome, one and all. Valadia, good to see you. Joanne, Misty. Yes, Sherry from Canada. Whoops, I don't have it pulled up, so I will chat as I pull it up. My bad. Where would I be if I were TLC Go app? Okay. I hope you can still all hear me okay. Let me pull this a little closer. That might help too. All right. Gonna take a sip. Yes, I will take a pic. I will. They're all in agreement. I will share it. But we're all excited about getting together, so it'll be a good time. Okay, Sister Wives, season 18. I'm so sorry, people, that I did not have this pulled up. I actually did, but then I had to go back in and go to my camera, and somehow I closed the app out for some reason when I took that picture to create the thumbnail. And I guess that should be a disclaimer for this upcoming video, because had the events that happened last year not happened, I probably would have had part of the picture and the quote be, have them, Robyn, we don't need them. But it was just too sad to do that, because that was Garrison who said that. It was such a good line at the time. I remember when he said it, thinking, yeah, Garrison, you stand strong, be the man. And I had no idea what he was dealing with in battling at that time. But he seemed like he was the one who was handling everything better and just being like, listen, I'm going to stand in my truth. And I always felt for Gabe, because Gabe always looked like he was about to break at any second. So I was just shocked at everything that happened. So I just trigger warning for anybody who has been through this in their lives, that this is going to be an episode where you will hear Garrison. And the title of it, of episode 9, is Battle Lines Are Drawn. I actually went to the picture to take a picture of Gabe, and I was going to have his quote that said, oh, shoot, I can't remember what it was now. But then I ended up changing it, and I just made it Kody because, you know, he always says something stupid. So it's easy to come up with a thumbnail based on some sort of quote that he said. Kody. I called the boys before Christmas, and then I called them after. He didn't even know what he called them. I don't believe it either. I really don't, because Kody's always lied. And we don't really see the kids lying. So when they said that Kody hadn't reached out to them, I believe them. I believe them. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to start it back at the beginning. It's going to try to start back. So I am going to also play the review for those of you who weren't with us last week as a recap of the previous episode. If you are following along on Discovery or TLC Go or maybe TLC.com, we're starting right at 000, and it's a total of 42 minutes total. Why? No, my Wi-Fi's on. It's just spinning. It's interesting. Let me hit it 10 seconds further ahead. The ad is stuck. Oh, come on, TLC. Be better. This is now playing. No, it's not playing. It's spinning. What you talking about? Stop. Okay, let's try that again.
I still consider myself married.
Okay. I'm just going to hit 10 seconds back until I get back to the beginning rather than push the slider back, since it didn't seem to be happy doing that last time. Silly, silly, silly. Oh, it's so good to be here with you guys. I was looking forward to this today. I was. And a lot of people are watching the video I posted today, so I'm so grateful, because it was like 5 days of random jumping in and doing a little bit of editing, you know, for 10 minutes before I crashed in my bed.
Previously on Sister Wives.
And I didn't know how coherent it was, especially since a lot of the clips came from different places. So thank you very much for the kind comments that people enjoyed it and they thought that it was thorough. I'm like, oh, good. I was just hoping it was coherent. So thorough made me happy. I don't know how thorough it was, but I appreciate the kind words. All right. Hello, North Sweden, Lori says. I don't know who's in North Sweden, but hello to North Sweden. Glad to have you here. Anybody from Scotland? That's where my daughter's going. That's why I'm going to Nashville to cat sit. We're going to be in Scotland. I'm going to be watching The Cat in the House. Okay. Every session gets trigger words: loyalty, respect, and obedience. Oh, okay. Those are today's drinking words or trigger words, however you want to be. All right. All right. I watched the video this morning. I think it gave more than a few comments. I was triggered by Kody saying he was betrayed. Yeah, he's the worst, isn't he? He's the worst. All right. I'm going to be watching and listening. You're going to be hearing it because I can't do the video while we're doing this, but I'll also keep my eye on the chat and be clicking comments along the way as I go there too. Okay. I think that's everything. Oh, and by the way, hello, Kathy. I just clicked on your thing and I never said hello. Here we go.
So happy birthday.
Thanks.
Since previously.
You know, it's so weird because it's awkwardly familiar.
You want to get a first date question book. That's fun.
No, I feel like we're sort of, if there is anything here, I don't know. Like, it's starting over, right? It's redefining. I mean, I just don't think there's much path forward for Kody and I. And I'm really looking for a relationship where I'm equally considered.
When we get together for Christmas, I'm like 89% sure that there's going to be a fight about all the COVID that's been going on. and
No,
that
no,
is
no, no,
COVID.
no, that's a phone call. You call every one of your siblings and you get all that griping out of your system. They want to pick a fight with everybody.
We were blaming
Oh,
Robyn. We were literally
every
blaming
sibling.
Robyn for this because we thought Robyn was in your ear telling you to stay
She's
away
the
from everyone.
obedient wife.
We've been just trying to operate as a family here.
I don't want you to think that I'm walking away because, sorry, I still have hope, okay? Conversations like this basically just tell me, go ahead, Mary, and just live your life because nothing else is going to change.
It's true. Singapore's in the house. Ooh, ooh, welcome, Singapore. Cody's nephrologist reporting for duty. Welcome, Peach. All right.
I'm in town. I'm in
Garrison's house.
Flagstaff this week. I'm cooking a meal for Garrison and Gabe and Janelle and Savannah and Gwendolyn. I get to cook in Garrison's kitchen. Garrison bought a new house, and I'm taking over the kitchen. Oh, I'm so excited to cook for them again.
Yeah, I don't have anything in this house, so I
Nice.
have the house but nothing else. So
Well, I have fun shopping for you. Food, salad bar,
cool.
and then Gwendolyn and Gabe are coming over later, but Truly's not coming over. I wanted to create a space for them to just talk, allow them space to talk about their frustrations.
Hello?
Hey,
Hi. Where you are?
How's it going?
Where are you?
did you guys do bring key lime pie?
Let's go get it. This is
Okay.
my nutrition plan friendly key lime pie.
Oh,
So this is all salad bar. So the vision is this is the tablecloth. It's just all salad bar stuff. And then I got a bunch of cute little white bowls. It's gonna be the easiest thing ever.
Dishes.
For once.
I moved away 6 months ago, and there's been a lot that's happened in those 6 months with Kody and Robyn and the kids. When I saw Janelle's boys at Christmas, and Savannah too, they were just really, really sad. I've been out of it, out of their life since I moved. Christmas was really difficult, so I just hope something's changed. You doing all right with school?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you put the alphabet letters on the fridge today? Okay. Oh my gosh, Savannah was the cutest little preschooler, kindergarten. Oh my gosh.
she's so
I
cute.
take her to kindergarten every day and she let me do her hair. Very cool. She was so cute every single day. God, she's so cute. I like that. Now, do you see Brianna at school?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I run into her every day after our study hall though, because she has my teacher that I have for my third hour.
Aurora and Brianna are Robyn's girls. They've known Savannah. They've all been siblings for 12 years. Then Savannah and Brianna are just really close in age, and they go to school together. Aurora's a little bit older. She's closer to Gwendolyn and Gabe's age. But you guys hang out together since you see each
No,
other?
I don't talk to her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
We just kind of ignore each other.
That's crazy.
Me and Savannah, were decent to each other. It wasn't like super great and close because during COVID, people had different opinions about the rules. So we just didn't know what to do with each other. So we kind of kept our distance. I kind of just feel shocked and confused. And like she doesn't care. I don't know what the right word is. It kind of just broke my heart a little. Because, I grew up with her. Grew up with all. Sorry.
She looks so much like her mom.
Savannah and Brianna have no relationship. They sort of say hi. No, they don't even do that. They ignore each other in the halls.
No, I had no idea. I don't even know what to say to that. I just don't know what to say, except that is heartbreaking. No, it's just been recent. The relationships between the sisters was weird, right? That's just recent. Or is that always? Have you always had a hard time?
I've always had a hard time with my siblings.
Okay.
With
all right.
the siblings my age at least.
Okay.
Well, a lot of them the relationship changed as I get older, but Robyn's kids, it's always been not as close as your kids were.
So that's I didn't know that.
I don't remember this.
You saw Dad though. You spent some time with him. With True.
Yes, yes.
How
I
was
did.
that?
That was fun.
Were you okay that Truly was there
Yeah,
too?
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's only seen her. He saw her over the holidays, but before that, he hadn't spent time with her since we moved away. Yeah, split. Yeah, since we
Can I
left.
open it?
Yeah, that's for whatever you want. Well, I'm sorry. I think everything's a little bit strange.
Honestly, it doesn't bother me. Cause it's been so long that he's been absent that I don't even notice. I don't even really realize that he's not around.
You just realize how broken things are when you hear it from a kid.
I don't remember that. Now they're in Utah. Pair one.
At the B&B, and we are getting the carriage house ready for a renovation. We've got to move everything out and into storage. It's moving day. Okay, but for real, we're moving, you guys. Okay, not really. It's an in-town move. It was a very cheap truck rental. I've decided that I am going to move my clothing business up here. Since my mom passed away, it's been a lot of travel back and forth. So I've decided to put them in the same location. So I'm going to renovate the carriage house so I can have my clothing business out here. So far we have that much loaded. The house that I have in Flagstaff, when I rented it, it was for the intention of having it large enough to do family events and also to run my clothing business out of. Since we really don't do family events at my house, I'm also going to just get a smaller home in Flagstaff. So I'll still be staying there, but I'll be here more of a concentrated amount of time instead of so much travel back and forth.
I don't think she ever did get a smaller house, did she?
Do you know how good moments this is going to be if you can actually like unscrew that from, well, okay. Jen is my best friend. Sean is her husband. She and I basically rope him into doing lots of projects for us. Well, and hide his undies. His undies are showing. See? He's underpants. He did it like blind. You gonna step on that after you just ovulated it? This whole having a man around and doing projects for you is like new to me.
Having a
It's been
man.
a long time since Kody has helped me with anything. Yes.
And he's never been a
long time.
man.
He used to, but I haven't been part of that equation for a hot second. I currently live a very independent life, but I still consider myself married to Kody. You know, we have our spiritual commitment, our spiritual marriage, and to me, that is still valid. But we have lived very separate lives for quite a number of years. How does it feel that your wife is best friends with a polygamist?
Awesome.
Are you jealous?
No.
No, there's never been any issue with Sean and Jen, the fact that I'm in a polygamous family. I mean, it's nice to be looked at as just a person instead of just judged for, oh my gosh, you live this weird lifestyle. You know, that's not the kind of people they are. Having this kind of relationship with Jen, like, it's just really easy. And when it's easy, that's what you're more drawn to. I've had relationships like that with different people in my family. Christine and I have had that relationship before.
Honey.
Okay. Kody and I have had that relationship. Robyn and I have had that relationship. Janelle and I have not had the laughter kind of relationship. I mean, we have laughed, but it's not been that close bond. Like, I've had those kinds of relationships in my family, and I wish that I had them now, but I just don't.
Am I the best wife you've ever had?
Yes.
Am I the only wife you've ever had?
These are questions that you can't ask a polygamous man. Am I the best wife?
Am I the best wife?
Although some would actually tell you. No, when you have a favorite wife, it definitely doesn't work.
I'd seen some plural families where there was a favorite, and I'm like, That's not okay.
He can't have a favorite. He has to grow beyond his normal selfish capacity and be able to love all of these women in their own way and give them adequate time and connection.
You know, in plural marriage, if a man has a favorite wife, it really has to do with loyalty. That he feels her loyalty, that he feels that she's loyal to him. If you don't feel loyalty for a wife, you're going to struggle with her.
Most men fail, obviously.
Well,
Gabe? Aww. Baby. Gwendolyn and Gabe are moving in with Garrison. I don't think it's a good idea. So when are you moving in here then?
probably this weekend.
No, already? You found someone to take over your lease?
Gabe and Gwen are both going to move in with Garrison. There is something about living with somebody who cares if you come home at night or don't come home. Not necessarily parenting you, but just cares about what's going on with you.
They are very different politically and just beliefs in general. They're very, very different.
Kody took Truly.
Kody has Truly. Yeah, he took Truly. He doesn't usually ask when I come into town, so I just asked him this time, can you just babysit Truly for me? And then he's like, can she just spend the night? And I said, yeah. Truly was super excited. She thinks that her and Kody have a great relationship, so it's great.
She thinks.
Love you. Bye-bye.
When I lived in Flagstaff, I firmly believed that moving to Utah was the best choice for me and for Truly. I knew that I was taking Truly away from her dad. I felt like the best way to preserve Truly's relationship with Kody was to move her away from him. And I know it sounds bizarre. I know it sounds like that doesn't quite compute. It's almost like I froze it in time. I preserved it. I took the relationship while it was still good. And I picked it up and I moved it. And then whenever we come back into town, I just pick it up again and I move it back. And it's preserved.
For Christine to think that she's saving my relationship with Truly by taking her away from me and just preserving it, that's such BS rationalization. That I'm laughing now because it's ridiculous.
You guys haven't seen, I don't think you guys have seen your dad for a while, right?
Defensive?
Have you heard from him?
Nope. I remember him saying something along the lines of he only cares about his minor children or something like that.
That's the line.
We passed the French dressing room.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, I just work here.
I can observe that Kody seems to have trouble relating to his older children, and he seems to dote on the younger children. And when my children were younger, it was very easy for him to be a father, right? Because he was still kind of this important. He was important to them. His opinion mattered to them. His guidance mattered to them. And now, because they question it a little bit, I think it might be harder for Kody to feel like he's respected.
Before all the hurt feelings that happened through COVID, Cody's relationship with his older children, a lot of them were really, really good. Christine left and all that changed.
Since I last talked to Dad, I've gotten into school. The car that he told me I should never get.
This is
And
Garrison.
he doesn't know anything?
No, I doesn't care to. I've reached out to Garrison and Gabriel. I reached out to them just before Christmas, and I reached out to them after. No, they're blocking me. They're not interested in talking to me.
Like, you know how we did this like Secret Santa thing for Christmas?
Yeah.
So Robyn was like, we need to do it over Zoom, and everybody else was like, well, that has like not a personal feel. And then Robyn made it all about herself. Where's the trauma coming from? Because Dad prefers them.
My kids and I have felt like we got voted off the Brown family island.
Alrighty. Woo! That little preview, too, is kind of crazy because Gwendolyn keeps flip-flopping on whether she understands and supports her dad or whether she's against him and says negative things about he and Robyn. I'm just like, I can't keep it straight. I don't know where she is anymore. Guess we'll find out when the show starts back up again. All right, let's talk a little bit about what went down. One of the questions that came to my mind when I was watching this and they were talking about how you can't have a favorite wife was I was thinking, do you think that Kody might be telling Robyn under the sheets in the privacy of their home that she is the favorite wife. Keep it on the down low. I think he has. I think he has from the beginning. And he said things to the effect of, I'm not supposed to feel this way. I'll never admit it. And of course, you can't say that I said it because that would blow up the whole family. But I just want you to know you're the one. I think so. I think she knows. I think he told her because he can't keep his mouth shut about anything. That's what they said. Oh, Kody just says whatever's on his mind. Can't keep his mouth shut. Yeah, I think so. So you let me know what you think. Do you think that this whole time they've been in cahoots and he's like, yeah, you're my favorite wife, but I mean, it's going to look really bad. We're on national television. I can't get rid of them. Plus, they're bringing in a lot of money because without them, there'd be no show. Ironically, they're gone and there still is a show, but we'll see how long that lasts. I think he was stringing them along to keep the TLC show going. And he always wanted just Robyn. Now, I do believe that Robyn wanted to be in a polygamous family, but be the head wife in the mansion up on the hill, which she got. And be in a position of be jealous of me because I have it all. But I'll pretend like I don't. I'll pretend like we're all equal and friends. But deep down inside, we all know I'm the cool girl at school and the popular one. And the one that got the quarterback from the football team, who's also an honor student and letters in all sports. And the head of student council. And the best looking guy. Well, no, not the best looking guy. We can't use that comparison with Kody. Anyway, we can't use any of those comparisons with Kody. I guess he wrestled well. I don't know. But the point being, I think she thought she won the lottery with him. I think she did. And I think she loved how she got all kinds of attention from him. And the other wives didn't get as much. And so she could play the victim and like, oh, I don't know. But deep down inside, on the side, do whatever she has to position herself so whatever she wants, she got. And she did. She did. Man, she managed to swindle so much money out of that family. Oh, the other wives just did not see it coming. They were railroaded. All right, what else do I have here for notes? Janelle says that a man in polygamy has to grow beyond his selfish desires. Well, therein lies the problem, right? That's not possible. Not possible for Kody Brown, so it was always going to be a mess. And then Kody, instead of just saying, I do not have a favorite wife, and I wish people would stop saying this. I love them all the same, and I wish it would work out. Just says, well, if a guy were to have a favorite wife, it would be about loyalty. Is that our drinking word? Lori, Lynn, who's coming up with the drinking words? Was loyalty one? Oh, I just see right in front of me on the chat. 2 drinks and the word loyalty. Yes, there we go. Have a drink. Ooh, that's good. I just have lemonade today. Haven't had lemonade all summer. Pink lemonade. Nice and refreshing. All right. Can't be drinking. I gotta stay up. I got work to do to get ready for my classes tomorrow after this. Okay, what else did I write down for notes? Oh, kind of breaks my heart. Christine saying that Truly thinks that her and Kody have a great relationship. And she goes, so that's great. And in general, I would say taking your kid away from a biological parent, there's no way that's good unless they were abusive. And Kody, mentally was. There's no crying in baseball, Truly. Like, he was just never kind to her. He was never really loving to her. He was when she was a baby, but once she was about 7 or 8, like, he was done. Once Robyn started having kids, he was done with Truly. So poor thing. She doesn't know any better. She thinks she has a great relationship with Kody because she doesn't know any better. She's always been in a separate house away from... Robyn's always lived separately with her tenders. So she only knows the amount of attention she's gotten and she thinks that it's fine. So sad. I thought my cat was scratching the couch. I was ready to scold. He's good. All right. But it's true, and I agree. I think in this situation, it is so right of Christine that she's separating her right at the time. She's getting to be a teenager now. That's when Kody has nothing to do with his. I mean, he doesn't care about his kids anymore after they're teenagers. He really can't connect with them. He does not know how to have adult relationships. He doesn't know how to have a give and take. He just knows how to be served and worshipped. And that's what kids give you, right? And dogs. I don't know why they don't have more dogs other than Robyn hates dogs. I mean, maybe he just thinks she'd kick them all. So, but I mean, dogs are loyal. You want loyalty. He should have a whole kennel out back. Oh my goodness, really. You want loyalty, there you go. No one more loyal than a dog. All right, so preserving the relationship by taking her away. I gotta say, I agree with it. Normally I would say no, but in this situation with him, I think it's best that she has as little time with him as possible, so when she does, he can focus on her and be nice to her. If she's around there too much, then it's going to be like the older seasons on Sister Wives, when he would be in a wife's house, not Robyn's, but any wife besides Robyn. He would be sitting there either on his laptop or on his phone the entire time. So that's what she would get. So I feel like she probably gets more of Kody now this way in small doses. So that's a good thing. Okay. And then Robyn's line. Roby. Roby? Where did that come from? Kody. There's a new word. Kody and Robyn. Roby. Robyn said he just cares about his minor children. Oh, no. That was, I'm sorry. That was a line that, I don't think Gabe said that. I think Janelle said that. He just cares about his minor children. I think that's when Janelle was talking about how, like, he can't relate to them when they get older, and he only cares about them being minors. But then Robyn said, Kody has a good relationship with most of his older kids. Okay, we haven't seen that. All we have seen... We've seen Isabel go over to their house for Truly's birthday and then for Christmas. Isabel looked miserable at both those events. So I feel like she was at the age of doing it out of obligation. Savannah wasn't even there. Clary's not having a good relationship with her. The boys is not having a good relationship with. Maddie completely cut him off. McKelty is it. So I don't know what she's talking about. Isabel's willing to go and save face, and McKelty enjoys being with Robyn and Kody. That's it. I mean, not anymore, but back at this time, she did. Okay. So, lies. Kody's relationship with his older kids was good. A lot of them were really, really good, she said. A lot of them. Do tell, Robyn. Share some specifics. Just lies. Let's be very generic about this. I just wish the producers would come back with follow-up questions, but I understand that's not the format. Which is why it's supposed to be the format at the end of the season. Suki, get on board. Learn how to probe and ask more detailed questions. And then, after she says a lot of the relationships he had with the older kids were really, really good, her next line, this was our drinking game last time, anytime they mention Christine, even though she's long gone 6 months ago, drink. Christine left, and all that changed. It's all Christine's fault. All Christine's fault. Yep. He had no problems with those boys until Christine left. Lies. She was still there when all that was going down with Garrison and Gabe. And we don't even know what else. Let's see. Okay. All right, let me quickly... Jenny needs to do those interviews, yeah. Wouldn't that be hysterical? Oh, I would really not get sleep that week preparing for that. I'd have so many questions. Oh, the follow-up questions. I just want to talk to him about financials. That's what I want. In a perfect world, I would be able to sit down and just ask real specific questions about the amount of money that came in, how it got divided, what got put in the family pot, when they all started their own individual businesses and got to keep that money, how that all went, and where did Robyn get all her money from? Did they all have to put it in the family pot and then work these other jobs for their spending money, but Robyn got all her spending money and her utilities and mortgage from the family? I don't know. That's what I want. I want to sit down with Janelle. I want Janelle, because Janelle, she knows the books. She took care of the books. She knows the numbers. Whoa, how amazing would that be? Okay, stop. Okay. You hope that TLC removes any cloak of charity. I hope so. I hope they start to learn that that's what we want. It's just the realness. No dog deserves Kody is kind of true. That's kind of true. Okay. Sinking in a raft on the love canal. It's a good analogy. Yes, that's where she is. All right. Kody's too immature, according to Betty B, to be able to relate to the children once they hit puberty. Oh, Rachel, your ex's name is Kody? Oh, so you relate all too well. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you know what? That's so funny you say that, Lisa, because I was actually picturing that when I thought he needs a bunch of dogs. I pictured all of those. I don't think they're huskies. I think they're called something else. But whatever the dogs are that pull the sleighs in Alaska, like he just needs to get his own cabin by himself in Alaska and have the sled dogs take him. He'd probably be nice to them if he had nobody and nothing else. I mean, maybe. Okay. Kody's toddler behaviors would have been on full display for Truly to see. Yeah, and that would have been bad for her. She's better off with planned visits and spending now, and of course they didn't know this at the time, but she's got a male figure in David who's stable and who's loving and who's caring and who's present. I mean, he seems more engaged in Truly than her own biological father is, which is sad. So sad. But so happy for Truly and Christine, because that's got to make Christine feel good too. All right, OG3, way too polite. You got it. You're right, Natalie, absolutely. They just need to come right out. All right, like and subscribe. 314 in the chat. Let's get 314 likes. That'd be lovely. And we're going to continue on now. Here we go. Oops. Okay. If all of a sudden the stream shuts down, because YouTube, that's all I have to say. YouTube. It's like TLC, YouTube. Excuse me. Then I'll come back because I keep getting these warnings that the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. But when I click on the open widget, it doesn't say anything. When I click on stream health, it says stream status good with a green dot. So it completely contradicts itself. No surprise. Okay. We are continuing on right now. Here we go. And just want to make sure I have the right screen up here. We're good. We are at 1448 for everyone following along visually on your own devices.
Daisy!
Gwendolyn just walked into Garrison's.
Key lime. Hold on. We also have dinner. Depends on what you want. It's for dinner. Okay, have your plate. I always like it when someone else makes the dessert. Garrison? Okay, can I just ask, because I don't know what happened, because I feel like I was kind of out of the loop when I was leaving Dad and moving and everything like that. What did happen with you guys and Robyn and you guys and Dad? We were discussing, like, you know how we do this, like, Secret Santa thing for Christmas? Yeah. So Robyn was like, we should do it over Zoom. so that we can like everybody see each other. And she was like, Ariel is forgetting who you guys are.
For the last 20 years, we've had a gift exchange where we draw names and we pick a gift for another sibling for the name we drew.
I have Aurora.
Rose. So Aspen started this text thread saying, hey, it's time to do the gift exchange.
So Robyn was like, we need to do it over Zoom. And everybody else was like, well, that has like not a personal feel. So everybody was like giving up ideas. And I think I was like, we can make it a competition, whichever moms do it quicker or something. And then Robyn made it all about herself and mentioned something about trauma, how there's a bunch of past trauma. Which, by the way, where's the trauma coming from? Because Dad prefers them.
Yeah.
We can all agree on this, right?
From my perspective, Kody did not choose us. My kids and I wanted to be a part of this family and wanted to be accepted and loved by everyone.
Victim.
When we were blending families years ago, there was a lot of trouble. I didn't feel like I had a lot of support from the other parents to do this blending, and there was a lot of things that happened that were hard. But that started to kind of go away after 10 years or so of it. But then when COVID hit, all of a sudden my kids and I were excluded again. And all of a sudden we weren't part of their group.
She was like texting us. They were complaining about trauma and like how we don't respect her as a mother and all of this weird stuff. Because I've always considered them my siblings, and I still do, and I could still consider her a mom.
Before we got on the text chain for this gift exchange, we had learned that there were some very strong negative feelings towards us coming from some of the siblings. And we also learned that they were planning on having Christmas without us, without saying anything to us. It was
All
very
this is from her
frustrating
mom.
for me, and I felt really hurt and confused.
Do you see it changing? Do you see it changing, like things happening to change it so you would?
No, I see it getting worse progressively. And so Robyn said to us that because of like we weren't respecting us, she was like, we're not going to participate in Christmas with you.
All of a sudden I got like this kickback and attitude from the older kids. And I was like, I don't know why I'm trying. Just felt very, very
We don't know
defeated.
either.
We really, truly, my kids and I have felt like we got voted off the Brown family island. That is absolutely how we have felt.
She said, I'm not talking to you guys anymore. And then she told McKelty and Logan to tell us that she wasn't going to talk to us anymore.
So a few days after the confrontation, we got a text message from McKelty saying that Robyn and her kids weren't going to participate in this year's gift exchange. And it kind of hurt.
Which is a true division. I think if you can look back and figure out where lines were drawn, a definite line was drawn that day. And I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen after this. If they get together next year, I don't know.
Robyn turned it into us trying to ostracize her and played the victim. And we said, no, this is about us trying to figure out how we can do this and adjust to your new Christmas rules so that we can all do this Christmas exchange because we've been doing it for 20 years. Robyn never made any of the Christmas COVID rules or anything like that. That's not her job. That's my job. I made those rules. She took that, put it, whatever process she does, and made her the victim by doing that.
You guys didn't mean it that way.
Told her that we weren't trying to, that
She was gaslighting everyone into treating her with special treatment.
Literally.
She was gaslighting.
Because for the past like 8 years, she's made herself the victim. Because she was the last wife. You never made yourself the victim.
She is the catalyst of all this.
What do you mean by catalyst of all of this?
Of using COVID to make Dad exclusive and then turning herself into the victim and saying that it's our fault.
Mm-hmm. And Dad also
When
chose
we-
to spend Christmas with her.
When we've just been living our own lives and protested for the sake of your marriage and Mom's marriage, we protested. Once those were down the drain, we were just like, cool, we're going to do our own thing. She no longer could feel the victim because she can no longer feel us attacking her because we just gave up. We didn't care about her anymore. All of you are just kind of jerks. I don't want to be around you. And I'm tired of it. And I don't want to call them and I don't want to talk to them. And that's why I'm done with Robyn. I don't care to talk to Robyn anymore. I'm not going to do this. I'm doing my own thing. And Robyn's mad that
she can't have this effect on our lives anymore because we just don't care anymore. And I'm not speaking on behalf of the siblings, but this is what I think all the siblings think. That this is us going, you know what, Robyn, have him. Because we don't care anymore. We're all grown adults that don't need a father figure anymore.
I would like to say that I didn't care,
Yeah,
but it still hurts.
we don't need dad anymore.
Hmm.
I think every kid needs a dad. Always.
You have to throw it so that it spins. Do you see how I'm holding it?
I still need my dad.
Walking on the water.
I think every kid needs a dad.
The truths were
Oh, so sad. Oh, okay. We learned about the negative feelings. Yes, 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 yes. Robyn's perspective is puke. All right. You've been saying you saw no problem, so which is it? Yep. All the negative came from Robyn. I agree with all this. Yep, I agree with all of this. All right. Hope Cooter and Robyn take a long ride on the karma train. There is a country song in there. All right. I'm a corpse maker. Robyn is the reason they have hot coffee warnings on the cups. That's hysterical. Oh, huskies are so Malamutes. That's what I was thinking of, Michelle. But they use huskies too? Okay. I knew they used Malamutes. Okay. All right. So a few notes that I had written down. Okay. All right. My kids and I wanted to be a part of this family. We tried so hard. It's not our fault. I didn't have a lot of support from the other wives initially, but after about 10 years, again, painting herself with strokes of victimhood. After a decade or so, they started coming around, and then COVID. And then my kids and I were not included again. I'm going to do a video on this at some point of all the clips we saw of how at least Christine, and I'm sure the other ones too, but I'm not sure. Actually, I think I could do a separate video on Janelle giving Robyn the stink eye. That's really, that could be another video. But definitely Christine, and Christine's the one that she hates the most. Christine's the one that I think she's the most jealous of because she's got a personality and Robyn doesn't, and because all the kids love her. And Robyn is used to being worshipped. And Christine is the one that they all kind of gravitate to. Of course, they like their own moms too, but she's the fun mom. Okay. My kid's not included again. It's just, it makes me so sick to even read it. And then she goes on saying, oh, well, and then her kids, like, first of all, can I just say that second one, Brianna, boy, does she look like her mama. That is a spitting image. She got the same frown. She's got the same face. She has the same pretty smile. You don't see Robyn smile much, but you don't see Brianna's much either, but she has a pretty smile. But that same downer victimhood, they used to kind of bug me a little bit, but the reality watching this again, they're brainwashed. They know no better. They're stuck in that house. You know, it's like the dog that gets beaten but doesn't know any better, and it just keeps coming back. You know, kids are the same way. Kids don't know it. Kids just want to be loved. They just want attention. They just want to be in your presence. They worship their parents when they're younger, and then when they get older, if they know no difference, it's the exact same situation. So they just believe everything that mom and dad are telling them, hook, line, and sinker. Mom and stepdad. Okay. So we learned. Where did they learn this? Robyn. They didn't learn it from the kids. Kids weren't being mean to them and saying all kinds of nasty things. If they had, Robyn would have pointed it out. They weren't. It was Robyn. So Aurora, I believe it was, said we learned at Christmas that they were having Christmas without us. Yeah, the kids didn't go, hey, we're having Christmas without you. They wanted Christmas with Robyn's kids. They liked Robyn's kids enough. It's the first time I didn't remember this conversation with Savannah, where Savannah basically said, yeah, I've never really been close with Robyn's kids. Okay. I don't remember that. Okay. But I know other ones like them. I think Aurora and Gwendolyn were really close growing up. And then, so we learned that they were having Christmas without us, and we learned that they had strong feelings about us, too. I think what happened is it is Robyn saying what Christine didn't say, but she interpreted Christine as saying when Christine left. And Robyn's like, do you still want to have a relationship with me? And she said, no, not right now. I need some space and time. And then Robyn runs home and says, Christine doesn't want anything to do with you kids anymore. Never mentioned the kids. Kid's name never came up, but that's what she said. That's what she interpreted. That's what she said. So I think that she expanded that and said, the family. Not just Christine, but all of them. They don't want anything to do with us anymore. So, like, of course they feel bad. First of all, they're stuck with Kody all the time. Robyn, who's just a downer and a victim all the time. The negative energy in that house has got to be palpable. So I feel bad for the kids because that's all they know. And those are their parents. All right. And for Robyn to go on and say, I don't know why I try. We don't either. Nobody asks you to try to get a Zoom call going. Yeah, well, nobody knows why you're trying. Stay out of it, Robyn. This has nothing to do with you. The kids are adults. They're in their 20s. Maybe they were even getting close to 30 by then. I don't know if Logan was already 30 or not at the time. They're grown men and women. They can figure this out. They don't need you anymore, Robyn. I don't know why I tried. Like she wants sympathy for butting in and inserting herself where she didn't need to be. That's crazy. It's crazy. Insane. Oh, and then I had forgotten this. Gwendolyn says that Robyn specifically contacted McKelty and Logan and told them that she is not going to talk to the kids anymore. That it was done. So let them know we're not part of this because I'm not talking to them anymore. And I forgot this too. Oh, I was almost going to stop it, but then I felt bad because I kept stopping it last time. And for people who are following along, I was going to write down the timestamp at the time, but I didn't. Kody says, all of you are jerks, referring to all his kids, OG-13. All of you are jerks. And I don't want to be around any of them. I don't want to call them, and I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to them. He said one other thing. That's the thing I was going to go back and look. I'm like, did he really say that? Anyway, rotten. Can you imagine your parent saying you're a jerk? They don't want anything to do with you. They don't want to be around you. They don't ever want to call you. And they don't even want to talk to you. On camera. This is the kicker, people. We have to remember. This is putting your best foot forward. This is being videotaped and you know it's getting broadcast out to the world. This is how everyone's going to perceive you. And this is what he let go. Can you imagine what's said privately behind closed doors? Oh, well, things like, pick either your kids or me to Janelle. That's the kind of stuff he says when there aren't any cameras around. And lies to Mary about how if you go to Flagstaff, our relationship will start over again. This will be the beginning of something new until they get there. And then he strings her along and eventually says, yeah, I changed my mind. Not interested anymore, but thanks for your money. Appreciate it. Mm. Debbie Sue would rather marry Corey Feldman than spend an hour with Kody. Yes. Cody's words, according to Mary, cut deep. They cut deep for a lifetime. You don't forget that kind of stuff. You don't. And what bothers me more than anything is how Robyn is trying to treat the OG-13 like they're all still in high school. And she is micromanaging everything and inserting herself like they're completely incapable. Meanwhile, we've got Kody over here who is like, they're adults. They can call me. They know how to pick up a phone and call. Like, they're both wrong. They're both at an end of the spectrum they don't need to be at. One, Robyn, get out of it. Your face does not need to be involved in any of this. You want to be on the call because you've got the two youngins who they probably do have their own phones, but you need to make sure you understand who's in the gift exchange so that you can get gifts for them to give. That's fine. I get that. That makes sense. So overseeing the call, that's all you needed to do. You did not need to insert yourself, especially when there's all kinds of animosity and tension going on already between Kody and the kids. For her to do that, how dumb can you be? So dumb. So dumb. And then Kody on the other end of the spectrum, taking zero responsibility and feels like he doesn't need a parent anymore. The kids are supposed to be the parents. The kids are supposed to reach out. The kids are supposed to apologize. The kids are supposed to do this. The kids are supposed to call. What are you talking about? You're the... Oh, I'm sorry. So wrong. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. How can they live in the same house and be at completely opposite ends of the spectrums and both be wrong? Crazy. Oh... That was probably the problem. No one wanted to see the eyebrows on the video. Scar. Yeah, she's not even at the high school level. It's true. Yeah. A kick-a-thon with the dog. So funny. Okay. I'm just scrolling really quick through this because my thing jumps ahead. Debbie Sue says, I wonder if Robyn has told Kody that her kids are related to Skippy Jessup. I do not know who Skippy Jessup is. So do tell. Maybe later on in the chat expanded. Oh yeah. Lisa, that's right. He said he was going to he would punch the kids in the mouth. He wanted to punch him in the mouth. He went straight to violence and said that he wanted to physically assault his children. I mean, there's no words. There's no words. No. Okay. They should have all given Robyn the stinky. They should have all stuck together maybe a little better because they were there before her, certainly. And they had more say. Or am I deluded? No, not deluded. They should have, and they did kind of stick together. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the Logan situation because he doesn't want to be involved in any of this. But the fact that Robyn reached out to Logan and McKelty makes me think that Logan is probably still in good graces with Robyn and Kody. And if he is, I totally understand why he wants nothing to do with the show. Because, you know, people are going to, like, the backlash. It's going to be like, how come you don't hold him accountable? Okay. You ever know the camera crew tries very hard to not film Robyn's profile? Yeah, she does have the evil stepmother vibe. She has that, like, witchy chin, that long, curvy out chin. it seems like she and he are both on the same maturity level. Janelle had the brain. She did. Her kids got the brains too. They're all smart, 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 smart. The OG, yeah, the wedding dress is the day it all went down. I mean, I can't argue with that, really. Seriously, Lisa, I can't argue with that because that day that Christine found out about the wedding dress and she left set, they didn't come back for 2 weeks. It made it look like she took a little break and came back because they're in the same clothes. They hadn't put the same clothes back on. And they showed her walking back in. 2 weeks it took before she was willing to sit down again and talk about that. That's how angry she was. So, yeah, that hit hard. That hit really hard. Okay, we are going to continue on. Happy birthday to all. Happy birthday, Virgos. Virgos Vision. Happy birthday. That was my theme for my retreat this weekend. It was happy birthday. We sang so many happy birthdays. I had all the balloons and we did party gifts. Okay. Just going past this commercial to tell you where I am. Okay. 21:35 if you're following along with the video on your TV, phone, or tablet, or wherever you may be. And we're going to, let me pump up the volume so you can hear. Continue on. Here we go.
I'm
Christine.
I'm sorry is a natural response. I would say a natural response. I don't know what else to say. I'm not apologizing for Kody's behavior. But God, I wish they could have it easier and better.
Yeah, who needs a dad? We have 2 moms.
Yeah.
Aww. Okay. Love is love. Love is love. But it's not quite like that, but you know what? We're sister wives still.
We're sister wives. Your mom, like we totally consider ourselves sister wives.
Yeah. You just divorced the man. There's nobody that says you're divorced when you're a sister wife, so I'm like,
I chose when my divorce date was. I may not be able to give my kids a dad, but I can give them Janelle, for goodness sakes.
When we merged the families, I think maybe we missed a few really important
We missed some stuff.
steps.
We didn't merge very well. We just didn't merge well. We tried. Oh my gosh, we tried. And I've been accused of bullying. I don't remember bullying anybody. So Kody accused me of bullying my sister wives. And basically that's code for he's accusing me of bullying Robyn.
I never actually accused Christine of bullying. She was just a crap sister wife. She was just trash talking Janelle and Mary all the time.
Up until Thanksgiving, I would call Dad about advice I needed. But no. You know?
I still miss Aurora though.
Yeah.
I miss Dayton, and I want to amend my relationship with my siblings.
Are you guys going to
I'm going to try, but if Robyn's there, I don't give a...
So no one's talked to her in person?
No. The truths were revealed, and we all just said, cool, this is the point where we all go. We're done.
Would you do a face-to-face conversation with her and the kids? Oh, you wouldn't.
It would not be good. I don't have the emotional maturity to do a face-to-face with her.
And she'll probably manipulate us or start crying.
I just realized that nothing I would ever say or do at this point, they're going to ever see with the right intention that I mean it. The love that I will have for them, even the hurt that I have. Why would I be hurt if I didn't care? They're never going to see me as anything
selfish.
other than a bad guy.
You're hurt because you're not the special one and the loved one.
I don't know. I've talked to Aurora a little bit. I see her at school.
Wait, you talked to Aurora?
Yeah.
You see her?
Yes. Aurora is the only one from that side of the family who I've heard say, I love you, since COVID.
Me and Gabe have bumped into each other a few times on campus. There are hugs given, well wishes, I love yous, just sort of like checking in on each other. Personally, Gabe has been nothing but kind. So.
I haven't seen Aurora in so long.
She's always in the science building.
Okay.
So if you roll through.
I'll allow it. I'm gonna go hunt her down.
This has been a hard conversation. It's really hard. And Garrison's done a lot of digging. He's been very, very vulnerable.
This is a divorce. And in most senses, a divorce is a civil war.
Civil
So
War
she's just
again.
feeding flames in a civil war. And I think she's got some terrible karma coming.
Oh my God. Imagine your father loving you.
Wait, I'm sorry, I have to stop it. I was writing something down. Are we talking about Christine again? The Civil War. I thought we were talking about the kids in him. But did he manage to bring it back to Christine again? Because he said she. I'm sorry, I have to go back. I apologize for everyone who has to hit pause. I'm just going to go back 20 seconds. So I'm at 24:44.
Very, very vulnerable.
This is a divorce. And in most senses, a divorce is a civil war.
Okay.
So she's just feeding flames in a civil war. And I think she's got some terrible karma coming.
Oh my God. Imagine your father loving you.
I still think he loves you. I just don't
Me?
think. No, I still think he loves you. I just think he's been.
All right, guys, that's enough.
I don't know.
That's enough.
It's okay. Let her say.
I still think he loves you. He just he's just angry at you for like no reason.
I've told Gwendolyn for years that her dad loves her, but it's not my job to convey Kody's love to Gwendolyn. It's his job.
Every talk, every trash talk, every opinion is absolutely reciprocated. I think the same thing of them.
If there's one thing that I wish Robyn and her kids could understand is that we'd all forgive them. If you want to come back and participate in this gift exchange with us, you're always welcome. You know, the arms are open. But if you don't, then we're not going to chase.
All right, there's a lot of drama.
There's a lot of drama.
I think we should take a break from this and
Sure.
discuss it another
It's
time.
your house. You make the rules. That sounds great. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for letting me cook for you.
Going back to Flagstaff isn't just about visiting Gwendolyn and Janelle and her kids. That's like the best thing in Flagstaff. But going back to Flagstaff means this. Coming back to this and talking about the hardest times of my life.
Let's clean it up and call it a night. It's enough heartbreak for the night.
And then I have to go back in the past and I have to discuss everything that was difficult. And that's what Flagstaff is, unfortunately. I hope they feel some sort of a burden lifted. I hope so. No, no. Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, so sad. Was that so sad? That was so sad. All right. It's very interesting. I didn't make a comment about this, but earlier I noticed that every time Christine was talking with one of the kids and they were complaining about something, whether it was Savannah or Garrison, like individual in that, everything that they said that was negative, Christine would just put her head down and she goes, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So I thought it was interesting that this clip started with that, where it came out and she said, I'm sorry is a natural response. Yeah, it was just her way of saying, like, I don't know what to say, but I feel bad for you that you're in this situation. And certainly she's not going to defend his actions. So all she can say is that she's sorry. I like that she said, I'm not apologizing for him or what he's done. I'm sorry for how you feel. I'm sorry you're put in this situation. That's what she's sorry for. Robyn said that, or Christine said that Christine said that Kody said to her that she was bullying the sister wives. So, and which was translation to she was bullying Robyn, because he doesn't care how any of them treat each other or if they're in a fight or anything negative going. Well, that's not true. He cares if they're nice to each other. He didn't like that. He's more than happy if all the sister wives are arguing and not getting along, but not if anyone doesn't give worship to Robyn. It's not even about bullying. If they're not so kind and open and loving and big open arms, then Robyn's a victim. And she goes crying to Kody, and then Kody gets mad at the sister wives. So this is what happens with Christine, because Christine was over Robyn after she saw that she was manipulative and a liar. And Robyn wanted to be friends with her. And she's like, yeah, that's just not going to happen because of situations in the past. And Robyn goes crying to Kody. So I totally believe Kody has used the word bullying so much in this series. It's totally in his vocabulary and a way that he uses to explain situations, which is not bullying. Bullying is a pervasive ongoing. If you're mean to somebody one time, it's not bullying. Bullying is pestering it, to the point that you have anxiety and you can't be around the person because you're fearful of either your physical harm or like serious mental harm that's going to come your way. That's bullying. It's an ongoing, pervasive situation. Not, and I didn't even know she was that mean to her ever. But the word bullying, he just loves it. He used it. We talked about this before on other videos, that's his word. So I totally believe he said it. And then he goes, I never said that. Liar. He goes, no, I didn't say that she was a bully. I just said she's a crap sister wife. Oh, that's better. Thanks for clarifying, Kody. Thanks for making it worse. Because we know the bullying thing was a lie anyway, but now you just want to say, he just loves to be mean to Christine especially. Oh, my goodness. He's the worst. And Robyn the victim again. That would be a drinking game one time. Every time Robyn's a victim in this show. Did we have that as a drinking game this time? Maybe it was the word victim. If every time I say victim, you have to drink, we're in trouble if anyone has any alcohol. So she says, well, nothing I ever say or do will be taken with the right intention. So then why do you insert yourself, Robyn? Just saying. Don't know. I don't know how you can't put like a nice little card in the mail that just says, thinking about you, care about you, looking forward to the time when we all get together again. There's no way people could take negative intention from that. Like, it's just lies. I think it's lovely that Aurora and Gabe remained close throughout all of this, that they were able to put the parents' stuff aside and just say, listen, I saw you as a sibling, so I still do. And Gabe, Gwendolyn, and Aurora were kind of the triplets, according to Robyn, even though they weren't. Gwendolyn and Gabe were born just a couple days apart from each other. Aurora, the next calendar year, 6 months later. But Robyn really pushed that they were triplets. So I think they were put in situations together a lot, and Gwendolyn and Aurora were very close. So I like that Gabe was, and I think that says a lot for Gabe. Like, I mean, I found it interesting that Gwendolyn was surprised. She's like, you see her? So apparently she goes to the campus too. She was taking classes at the same campus they were, because he was just like, yeah, just go into the science building. She's there all the time if you want to run into her. And so I hope Gwendolyn did. She said she was going to. Because there's no reason for the kids to not get along. It's almost as I think about it, this wasn't my intention behind wanting them to stay close, but I think it probably would bother Robyn and Kody that those kids would be close with the other kids, because they're not close with them. And they want to control the situation and be the victims. And they can't be the victims if the other kids are getting along with them and they like them. So then they don't understand what's going on. And there's a chance that they might hear another point of view. So I don't think they like this very much. I don't think so. But they were surprised. Who else was? Somebody else was surprised. Oh, Brianna was surprised when Aurora shared that her and Gabe see each other and they always give each other a hug and they tell each other that they love each other and that he's been nothing but kind. Brianna's face was shocked. So isn't that interesting that both Gabe and Aurora are trying to maintain this sibling relationship, but neither of them shared it with anybody else? Like, the fear of the turmoil that the parents have created in this. Well, Kody has created, really, and by proxy, Robyn really has too. She's put in her 2 cents, but it's mostly Kody. Because Christine really wanted the kids to stay close and together. And then Robyn just lies to her kids. I wonder if Gabe has ever told Aurora the truth. There's another thing I'd like to know. Okay. Divorce is a civil war. Ugh, the Civil War stuff. His family's a civil war. His relationship with the boys is a civil war. Now divorce is a civil war. I love the line that he says, it's a civil war, and I believe that she has terrible karma coming her way. It was so terrible. She met the man of her dreams. She fell head over heels in love and had the most amazing wedding on camera with a 2-part episode and all of the children there, except for Gwendolyn. We'll see what happens with that. I am reserving my negative comments until I see exactly what went down, because she said different things, which is confusing in and of itself, as to why she wasn't at the wedding. All right. Oh. And then for Christine to specifically come out and say, listen, I have always told the kids that their dad loves them, but it shouldn't be my responsibility. But it's not. It's not your responsibility. It should be him. He should show them that he loves them. He doesn't even need to tell them. He should show them. Sometimes words are empty, but he doesn't show them or tell them. In fact, he has warped in his mind the storyline of what's going on. His paranoia is palpable, isn't it? You can see he's convinced that Christine is just planting all kinds of negative things in all the children's mind to turn them against him. So the deterioration of the family is not his fault at all. It's all Christine's fault because of this fake stuff that has never happened, that he claims that she did, because he's just convinced that's what she would do in a given situation. So because of this fake imagined situation and storyline and conversations that he thought happened between Christine and the kids, and them then thinking negative things of him because of the thoughts that Christine planted in their minds, which never happened. Again, let's just say, he goes on to say, I just want you to know, I think the same thing of all of them. I think the same thing of all of them. He doesn't even, of all the fake stuff he thinks they might have possibly said about him. He doesn't possibly think it of them. He thinks it of them. It's crazy when you think about it. Nothing was ever said. Nothing was ever said. But he's believed that all this stuff was said. And so now he's coming out on national television saying, and I just want to put it out there, I think all this negative stuff about them as well. It's so sad. It's so sad that he has real negative, angry emotions against his children about a fake narrative that he's developed in his brain. He's the worst. And then we cut to Garrison, who basically says, listen, we'd forgive them. If they wanted to come back and be part of the gift exchange, all they had to do is say so. And with open arms, it would be over. Who is the parent in this relationship? Honestly, it's sad. Kody wants them to be the parent. They are acting more like the parents, these kids, than Kody is. It's so sad. So sad. Okay. Kody and Robyn are so jealous of Christine. He wanted to run away and start over. He's drooling over Christine's new life. Yeah, he is not happy that it's worked out really well for Christine. Oh, too bad Christine hadn't met David before Isabel's surgery. Yeah. Yeah, he may have actually showed up, or at least Christine would have had, or Christine, Christine too, but at least Isabel would have had somebody there. Yeah, that's true, Tina. I mean, it all just fits, right? We keep saying narcissistic behaviors, like textbook. Mom squirrel. Kody is rubber, and they are glue. Okay. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Black Swan Gothica says, if Kody sent Isabel anything during her surgery, I'm sure that Christine would have mentioned it. I think you're right. Or Isabel would have mentioned it. But instead, Isabel was just really hurt. Okay. Recollections may vary. I didn't realize that was a Queen Elizabeth II quote. It's a good one. It's true. In this family, oh my word. All right. Yeah. May we all have the Christine karma. Bring that on. Wish that on me. That, oh, nothing's gonna go your way, and then find out that it goes so your way, and more your way than you even expected. Okay, I'm queuing it back up here. I'll look at one more chat. Oh. If he did, and this is probably them talking about the show, Robyn would have convinced the girls Gabe was lying. Yeah. If Gabe would have shared, like, listen, this isn't how it went down, the way your mom's telling you, she would have said that he's lying. Yeah. And I pray one day they just sit down and watch the whole show from the beginning. I'm shocked how many of the kids hadn't watched it. I knew they all watched it as a family in like season 1. And then I think pretty much by season 2, maybe it was 3, but I think it was by season 2. It was pretty early on. The parents made the decision that they weren't going to be watching it as a family anymore, and the kids weren't going to watch it at all. Because of how the parents started to share their feelings in the talking head interviews and couch interviews. So they didn't want the kids to see some of the negative stuff that the parents would say about each other, because they didn't do that in front of them at all. So I got that. So they didn't watch it for a long time. So McKelty's watch is the first time. I wonder if the fact that she's going back and watching all the seasons has any factor, and I bet it does, on the fact that she is no longer 100% pro Kody and Robyn anymore. That she's holding his feet to the fire, and she's frustrated by him, and she's not happy with him, and she was more than happy to pick up and move away. I wonder. All right, here we go. Judith, I do not think Robyn's kids watch the show. No. I think she still has control over them, because they still live in her house, even though Kody said that kids had to go bye-bye when they were 18. That doesn't apply to Robyn's kids. They're all in their 20s. I don't know if they're all in their 20s. I know the 2 older ones are, and they still live at home. Okay. Yeah, I heard that too, Ridgewalker. That I heard that it was because she was upset that that engagement party that we saw in the trailer. If you haven't seen the trailer, I have a review of the trailer posted on my channel. I heard that party, because that's when David met Kody, that apparently TLC was really just focusing on the 2 of them and not so much on her and her wife. I don't remember her name. So she got upset with that. So it may have been I'm really mad at TLC, so I'm not going to show up to my mom's wedding. But like, TLC doesn't really care. Like, that would be a really immature thing to do. That's hard to believe. I don't know. We'll see. Different strokes for different folks. We're all raised differently, and we all have different value. I mean, it's just like the ironic part is that they kept going through the mantra of our family is so close. We love each other. We're the closest family ever. So for like something like that to go down over a TLC situation seems surprising to me. So we'll see. Okay. Jeannie thinks that the kids are all still watching Disney Channel. Maybe. Disney does have some good stuff, though. It's got Marvel and Star Wars. I enjoy all those series. All right. Here we go. We are at 2707. Continuing on. Looks like we're... This is...
Grab.
Oh.
McKelty brought Avalon into town. It's her birthday, and we are going to have a little birthday celebration for Avalon. You know, she whines a lot
The
to
same
mom and
age as
dad,
what her
but
brothers
she
are
gets
now.
really enthusiastic a lot of time. It's just cute.
Good job.
Amidst all the struggles we're having as a family, I love that McKelty is still warm to us. She's not backing off. She wants a relationship with Robyn. She wants us to have a relationship with Avalon.
There she is.
I think a lot of that has to do with Tony. Tony loves Robyn, and they've always had a connection.
Tony and I really get each other. He's a good kid. I can't say kid, he's not really a kid, but I mean, compared to me, he's a kid.
Robyn and McKelty have had a really close relationship from the time I started courting Robyn. Frankly, both Christine and I were benefited by this relationship that Robyn had with McKelty. She sought McKelty in a way Christine and I hadn't. How's it going?
When Kody and Robyn
As the
were
only
courting,
kid that liked
Robyn
her.
just saw that McKelty just wasn't treated very nice by her older sibling. They didn't know what to do with her. And Robyn saw it, and Robyn just said she's super cool and she's amazing. And she kind of just really took McKelty in and just loved her. She's definitely been like another mom to McKelty.
Go. Her shoulders are out. Her shoulders coming out.
Yeah. She's got it.
She's coming out. Baby.
Like she was at Avalon's birth. And she'll be at any of McKelty's like big moments, she'll be at too. Definitely.
Let's see.
Well, let's blow that candle out, sweetie. There you go. All right, it's out now.
I'm introducing Janelle to my friends in Flagstaff. We're going to go out to dinner tonight.
Yes, definitely a picture. Definitely. Yes.
Up in the attic at that restaurant.
You are.
So Christine's getting all of her girlfriends together, the friends that she's collected during her time here in Flagstaff, which I'm thrilled about because I need friends.
It's my ex anniversary.
Like mine and Cody's old anniversary today.
So how many years would it have been today? Just curious.
I was married in 94. It's a
And
long
then how long
time.
were you together prior? Did you?
We knew it. We just hung out.
You just hung out.
We were just good friends
Yeah.
for like 3 years. I knew him like 3 years before. Celebrating the day of our divorce isn't enough. I also need to celebrate our old anniversary, ex-anniversary. I don't know. Don't people celebrate their ex-anniversary?
No.
It's so weird to get into conversation lately about my situation. And I was with Russ for 30 years and they're like, what?
How long have you guys been officially divorced?
Last May. And I just had my year anniversary living in my moving out. Yeah, March.
My friends in Flagstaff are incredible, and I met them through Isabel. We all got together to throw our kids a graduation party, and we've just been friends ever since. They're all in different areas of their relationships. Like you have some that are happily married and have been since they were like 19, and then all the way down to divorced and on to their second marriage.
Now, how's Russ with the kids and stuff? Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
When you leave and you're divorced, you have this new identity now that's different than who you were when you were married, and even when you were single before that. You're just different. It's super important to find like-minded people.
It's weird. Never thought I'd be here.
Me either.
So this is awesome. This is the perfect way to celebrate my ex-anniversary.
So at home, Isabel makes pancakes. So she calls.
Oh, that's lovely.
Okay, let me just. Weird. It's like Kody about people, but I'm not answering that right now. Why would he call you today? Seriously, yeah, that was Kody.
Is he trying to say?
I have no idea why Cody's calling me. I have no idea.
I found out that Christine was in town, so I called her because I wanted to see if Truly was available.
Am I gonna take the call? No.
Okay, so I have to tell you guys. So last year for my anniversary, for my Cody's anniversary, I just told him, because the anniversary before that I knew was over. And I just said, you know what I really want for my anniversary this year from you? He's like, what? And I said, nothing.
please don't call me on my birthday. And then
what did he do? He just called you.
well, I know it's weird, right? And so he's like, well, what about if we post a picture of ourselves? And I'm like, ha. And he goes, oh, so you don't want to pose in a picture with me? I'm like, no. It's hard to leave a marriage. It's really hard. It is hard to know when you're done. It's hard to show your kids that you're done. It's hard to show the world that you're done. It is hard to leave a marriage.
So,
cheers. But it sure feels good on the other side. I'm just saying, I'm a big fan of divorce. I'm just saying, if people are thinking about it, I say go for it. I've been thinking I need to divorce my husband. Oh God, do it. Absolutely do it. They're like, no, do it. Do it. You're already miserable. Stop pretending to be miserable and pretending to be happy. It might be terrible advice, but I'm not a therapist or a psychiatrist or anything. I just know how it feels on the other side. It's awesome.
Whoops. Craziness. Okay. I don't remember the line where Kody said, Tony loves Robyn. Loves her. Oh. Go on to say that they get each other. I mean, there's Kody, Robyn, and then Tony in terms of like, who's kind of the least like people. All brought it on themselves. All brought it on themselves. All the take out a second mortgage to pay for the wedding and telling Kody when he was just laying there like a slug on the couch when they were trying to set up for the big dinner where his family was coming. Kody said, come on, like, let's get up and help. He's like, that's why you have 4 wives. He was just a slug always. And Mykelti did say in her Patreon that they don't fight that much, but the big fight that they did have was, I don't know if it was shortly, but like after their wedding, when she basically told him, I'm not your mom. Did you think that I was just going to be serving you all your food, washing all your clothes, going to work and doing everything, and you're going to sit on the couch the whole time? It's not going to be that way. It may have been right after Evelyn was, I don't know exactly when, but near the beginning of their relationship. Mykelti put her foot down and said, it's not going to be this way. I like that she shared that. I can totally see that because that's who he was when she was dating him. Just kind of like a, you're lucky to have me? Ugh. All right. Anyway. The fact that Mykelti was close with Robyn at the beginning. I think there's a bunch of circumstances that came into play that made that happen. Mykelti's the first one to admit that she was not a likable person when she was a teenager and that she made life difficult on many people and she did not get along with her siblings, but she says it was her fault, that she was arrogant and she was standoffish and she wasn't easy to get along with, and she's done a lot of growing up. She also says that she was extremely immature for her age and that her friends that she would hang out with were always younger than her. So she had a lot of growing up to do, which is why we knew then, but why Christine and Kody were so concerned when she wanted to marry Tony so young. Yeah. And they didn't know him and he didn't try to know them. It was not a good situation. These are really long commercials. Okay. Also, I think Robyn needed an ally in the family. So she probably thought, well, I'll get Christine to like me because I will embrace her daughter. And together with that, right away, we have that Mykelti was the nanny, the unpaid nanny. That, I didn't realize this, actually lived with Robyn and Kody in their home. They always have to have live-in nannies, don't they? Although I don't think that the nanny was a live-in in Flagstaff because she was married. But yeah, that was her first live-in nanny. It was McKelty. And she made it seem like she was just doing the biggest favor to the world by taking McKelty in. And maybe it was a big favor. Yeah. She was a little abrasive in those early seasons. I mean, she still kind of is. It's just she's a quirky one. Christine has a lot of quirky kids. I mean, Christine's quirky, but her kids are quirky too. Quirky. That's fine. My son always calls himself quirky too. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. At times. I guess we all have a little bit of it in us, but I think her kids have it more than the other kids in the family do. Here we go. We are going to continue on at 33:39. That's funny. The best gift that you can give me to Kody from Christine is leave. Just give me your absence. Stay away. Okay. Word of the day, schlub. Oh, like it. Robyn needed a babysitter. That's right. So I will befriend this girl who will be my babysitter. And will say positive things about me back at the house. Yeah. What kind of woman, Robyn, moves a 13-year-old McKelty in to take care of 3 children? Yeah. 3 children, one with special needs. She was the full-time nanny, and she was doing a lot for them. She was, one time she explained, like, she was getting them breakfast in the morning, she was cleaning the house, she was the maid and the nanny. I don't know how I don't know how McKelty let her get away with that, but she has a way about her. She has this evil way of manipulating people. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh. Okay. Yeah. She probably could have. Free babysitter, yeah. That's true. She always needs something. Okay, here we go. We are at 33:39. Whoops. Play.
Right now. So I'm like, say what you want to say. I don't care.
This is coming up. There we go. The women still talking at the
I
restaurant.
celebrate 2 days not being with Kody anymore. The day of our divorce, which is the day I kicked him out. And then, yes, our ex-anniversary of when we were married too. Absolutely.
So, okay,
Yeah, go for it.
I'm not afraid.
They have so many questions. Oh,
So how are you hearing that though? I mean, that's just a question for me. I'm just curious.
How is Janelle hearing what I'm saying about Kody and my
Yeah,
relationship?
does that bother you?
No.
Janelle's known how bad it's been between Kody and I for years.
Oh,
I've been talking to her for years.
Yes.
You know, I don't really care that Christine's telling her stories. I don't feel a lot of obligation or loyalty to Kody right now. So I'm like, say what you want to say. I don't care.
They tried everything. I watched the fight. They fought for it, but sometimes it just doesn't work anymore.
So you guys are good.
Yes, sure. Janelle and I. Oh, Janelle and Kody.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely have our midlife struggles.
This is the first time I'm meeting these people. I'm not gonna like spill all my guts and all my innermost secrets. I won't want them to think I'm really weird. Like I just need to like this is not a conversation you have on the first time you meet somebody. At least not me. Not me.
Well, and Christine and I have decided that we're really the core fun group anyway. So
Yeah.
we're like thinking about
Sorry.
finding some sort of home base that works because the kids are spreading out all over the country.
So in Utah, the polygamists will often build houses that are meant for more than one family. So they have more than one kitchen, like what we had in Lehigh, where there was 3 kitchens, the rooms sort of all adjoined. Christine and I have joked, well, we just need a plig house so we can live together but have separate lives or whatever. And then the kids can just go back and forth, just like in Lehigh.
Oh, Lauren really wants me to give her
I
the
do.
gifts.
You guys got me a gift. Thank you. For my 50th. Smash the patriarchy. I never felt like Kody was that much of a, I am the patriarch kind of thing until recently.
if everybody's willing to conform to patriarchy again, I guess I'm going to be the head of my household again.
I never thought I did until he said that. And I realized maybe he wanted to.
Okay, so I have a question about Kody. Okay. Are we ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So I know Janelle's living situation. So then there's two more ladies?
Yes. So
Mary and Robyn. Mary and Robyn, and they live out.
Robyn lives out by the property,
Okay.
but Mary lives in town here.
And then Kody has his own house?
He probably wishes he had his own
But
house.
he rotates?
Not really. He doesn't see Mary anymore. Like she's not in the picture, like as far as a real marriage like that goes.
Oh.
But he's at Robyn's house.
Like you?
No different because I've left him.
And
Mary
why hasn't
left.
she left?
Well, I think she wants to stay.
Real marriage works kind of good if you're not really wanting to necessarily be married. You can still be connected to a family.
Right.
She's good friends with Robyn and she loves the kids.
So Robyn and him mainly live together?
Yes.
Got it.
But that's not how it always was.
No.
For many, many, many years.
Oh, yeah.
There was he would just be around in everybody's houses. There was a rotation.
So there was a rotation.
It's not always been so predominantly a problem.
Flagstaff has been predominantly though. Flagstaff has been different. When I used to live polygamy, when we were just more secretive and stuff in our community, I never had girlfriends that weren't in polygamy. I haven't had a group of ladies like this ever out of polygamy, ever.
So it was important to us to go public because it was until last year, so for the 10 years that we've been doing this, until last year was a second-degree felony to purport to be married.
Right. So you can have an affair all you want, but if you dare say that you're with a guy who wants to call you wife and who wants to support you financially, that's a second-degree felony. Until this last year, now it's decriminalized in Utah.
Now that Christine has left, people are like, oh, it's polygamy. I'm like, no, it's not. It's human nature, and this happens in tons of marriages, monogamous or otherwise. This is just relationship 101. And look, people change.
So now we're being all serious. What was your tipping point?
He just hasn't been the greatest dad to my kids. I don't know what to do with plural marriage as far as any of it. I think if people want to live it, fine. But to be honest with you, I don't see it as a great family structure, and I really have a hard time with it. But I think once a guy finds the love of his life, the other women are screwed.
Christine forced herself into my life. She basically just insisted that we be married. I don't care that she's leaving. It hurt initially, but I'm fine. Just stop trash talking me to my children.
We had a conversation and he just basically said he wasn't attracted to me anymore and we weren't going to have a physical marriage. And about a couple months later, I just said, you're not allowed in my bed anymore, nor in my bedroom. That was one of the best days of my life.
Oh.
And I turned the corner of my house and I just went, yes! I am still jaded. Today is my ex anniversary and a little bit frustrated. Doing my best. Well, not having a good day, believe me. But it still was a failure. I just wish he would have sat us all down and said, look, I found the love of my life. I found Robyn. She and I are soulmates and we want to live together for the rest of our life. So let's figure out how to make the other three of you work in this scenario.
What's the dynamic with
Janelle
family now?
Otherwise, was it, how did it affect that relationship? Not just your kids,
With like sister wives?
yes.
There'll be some sister wives that I'm not that close to. There'll be some that I'm always going to be close to. Like I'll always be close to Janelle and our kids will always be super tight. But my relationship with Robyn, my relationship with Mary isn't getting any better. It's not going to change. It's like any family.
Yeah.
And so Janelle and I are always going to get along. And I think now we look at ourselves, we'll just always be sister wives.
Yeah.
Always, always.
No, yeah, in fact, it's easier in a way.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we decided to go public first, it was to show people in the outside world that plural families weren't all about control and suppression. We actually had an awesome family and we loved our kids and we loved our family. We loved raising this big, huge, happy family. And through the years now I'm showing a divorce and a family that's, broken now. And now we're just being so vulnerable. But it's okay because it's real. Ladies, I really can't thank you enough for doing this with me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yay! New beginnings. Thank you. Still to come on Sister Wives.
you know, obviously my marriage is not good. I don't think I really even am married anymore.
Do you know what she's talking about here? And what she's hinting at here?
My heart just started pounding hard.
Being here at the B&B has become my safe space. Happy anniversary to me.
I've been married to 4 women. Everything's a test. Pick me. Do something for me. Do something for me.
That's sweetheart. Kody wants to come over and see the new apartment that I've moved into.
I'm looking at this apartment. I'm like, I'm not even welcome here, I don't think.
It's very, very painful. It does not make sense to us. We're like, we're family. What the heck?
If he were to give me what I needed in a relationship, I would stay.
He's not going to stop being Robyn's husband.
Before we have cake, we do presents and then have cake. And Robyn and I are going to be like this. You're not going to separate us.
He actually said to me, I have no desire, Mary, to have a relationship with you. I know that you are capable of loving me. You have loved me.
I can't be what you want me to be to you.
It's not fair for me to be alone like I have been for years.
This isn't what I want.
Mary's not part of the equation.
Too many heartbreaks. I don't know how to let go.
Screw him. It's not worth it.
I don't know how to behave when I don't get my way. I always get my way.
You're gonna get hit.
Oops, sorry.
It's gonna hurt.
Oh, I just love how we're gonna see in the future how Robyn makes the breakup between Mary and Kody all about her. Everything is always all about her. And how she's struggling and how it ruins her plan and it ruins her vision and it ruins, like, it's not about you, Robyn. It's not about you at all. Crazy. Oh, goodness. Okay. I have a question. Do you think, I can see this happening, do you think that Robyn ever asked Christine to give her some money because she was feeding McKelty full-time at her house? Excuse me. I could see it. Even though she was getting live-in free childcare and maid services, I could just see her saying something to the effect of, well, she sure does eat a lot as a teenager. Oh, Christine having 6 kids and doing it on her own this whole time. And then now giving her, she's like, well, you know, it's one less mouth. And, you know, McKelty's a handful and I'm taking her on. So it's not that easy having her here all the time. You guys know nobody really gets along with her. I wonder. Scarlett, thank you very much for the super chat. That's kind of you. When they're up in the restaurant, I just want to say I felt like the chick who kept asking questions was getting annoying to me. I felt like she had a list of questions in her head, but then she was like talking very, very, a lot of affect in her appearance, in her persona. Just, so, tell me again. It didn't seem genuine to me. Like, people don't act like that. Even Christine was more subdued, and Christine's over the top. She was bugging me. I do appreciate the questions, though, that she was asking. I mean, it was kind of a overall boring scene, but I don't know why they didn't divide up the questions amongst the one chick didn't say boo the entire time. Actually, maybe 2 of them did. The one next to the one that asked all the questions, she asked one. The one on the one side barely even saw her. I saw a clip of her this time. I'm like, oh, I don't even remember her sitting on the other side of Christine. And then the one on the one side, I don't think she asked anything either. That was strange. Maybe they didn't want to. Maybe they said, listen, we're friends of yours, but we don't want to say anything on camera. It's possible. Janelle saying this breakup now between Christine and Kody, it's not because of polygamy. She's like upset that everyone was going to start coming down hard on polygamy because Janelle is still riding hard on it might work still out. I don't know. I mean, when she got to the point that she was like, I'm definitely leaving, she still was thinking I might go into another polygamous relationship. Like, she really supported the religion. So she was upset that people were going to be saying it. And she said, it's not polygamy. It's just relationships. It's just, like this just happens even in monogamous relationships, which is true. It does. And I just wrote here, it's not polygamy. It's Kody. If Kody were in a monogamous relationship, that would end. I mean, how long? Should we do an over-under on how long we think it's going to last between Kody and Robyn? Just the two of them in the house? Like, he seems impossible to live with. Yeah. I say, whatever the number of years that the show is, that's how long they stay together. I don't think she leaves him while the show is still going because I think she knows that that would definitely be the end to the show. I think the show has 1, maybe 2 more seasons in it. I mean, I believe that's what they contracted for anyway. I think they just re-upped contracts last year and they signed 3-year contracts. Now, TLC can always break it and not have a show. And I'm sure there's some sort of clause of getting out. We'll just pay you a lump sum of this instead. Not the full amount that they would if they were to shoot the show, but if for whatever reason TLC decided ratings aren't good, or for whatever reason they needed to pull the plug, there's like a little balloon payment they get and then they part ways. So this season's already done and they're already shooting the season after that. So we know we have 2 more seasons out of TLC. So we'll see if that 3rd season happens or not. I would love a whole season. I've said this before in other videos. I would love a whole season of the wives all sitting down like they did with the first and the last episode of season 18. I would like them to watch all of it. I just want to see their reactions to all of it. If they were smart, they'd have Patreons where they were watching and reacting to the show. Now they can't show the video of it, but we could follow along. It would be so good. Or go back and just have questions from the viewers. Wherever the questions they get from, they don't probe enough. Have the viewers send in the questions. And then have them just sit there and answer legit questions. After the season's wrapped up. Like, it could be a whole season of itself. TLC can milk this. They'd make a mint. Oh, my goodness. I don't know why they're so dumb. None of them watch my channel. I'm giving recommendations constantly to TLC, what the people want. They're not listening. Suki will probably be the moderator at the end again and not probe and really ask any questions, and so that Kody feels comfortable. He's so demeaning to her. There needs to be a man in there. There needs to be a man who puts him in his place because he respects men. He doesn't respect women. If there was a man giving him the hard-hitting questions, he wouldn't be as offended and just look at his watch and be real quiet and just say, I'm not answering your question. He wouldn't do that to another guy. Okay. I love how Christine said he has not been the greatest dad to my kids. That's good. That's good. Yeah. That's stinging him. He's probably having nightmares over that line over and over again. And the fact that she said, oh no, the situation with Mary is very different from ours. I left him. Both those lines. Oh, he did not like this episode. I guarantee it. He did not like it. No. Oh, and his comeback. Christine forced herself into my life. No, she didn't. You were going to marry somebody else that she didn't like. So she said, all right, go ahead, but I'm not going to marry you. That's not forcing yourself. That's like saying goodbye. And then he ended up breaking up with this other chick who was only like 18 years old or something like that anyway. But yeah, she didn't force anything. He saw golden royalty in the AUB faith with her grandfather who started the whole religion. He wanted the blue blood in his family. It looked good for him. She didn't force anything. And then he goes on to say, I don't care that she's leaving. And yet, we had to suffer last season through all the fussing and complaining about her wanting to leave. Oh, he was miserable. And then he got angry and he got mean and yeah, he's the worst. And he says, I don't care that she's leaving. Rewriting history again. I just don't like that she trash talks me. You know what the translation for that is? I don't like that she allows the kids to talk about me. That's it. Because he was mad at Christine when McKelty volunteered that she did not like the way that that he treated Christine. Because Christine just shared exactly what he said. That's not trash talking if you speak the truth. Trash talking is being mean about somebody and putting them down and trying to get other people on board. She just said the truth. The reason I left is because he said he didn't want to have a relationship with me anymore. I can't believe she's trash talking me. Talk about getting it all twisted. He's the worst. He's the worst. I need to get the t-shirt. He's the worst. All right, let me look at the chat really quick here before we go, and I got to pull up my quote that I got from a viewer too. Oops. Come on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Everything's going slow today. Yeah. Good point, Black Swan Gothica. His tantrums support how much he didn't care. Yeah. Oh, he cared so much about Christine leaving, it made Robyn sad. Yes. Lone Wolf 23 says, Robyn is left in the position of, I beat everyone. I'm the ultimate grand supreme. And then the reality of her prize being Kody. Wah, wah, wah. They deserve each other. Hope they live miserably ever after. They will. Yep, polygamy royalty. That's the reason why he wanted to marry her. Oh, that's right. They were 1 week away from getting married. That's right. I did. You know what? I've heard mixed things on this. At one point, I heard he left her. On the show, he said he left her, or somebody did. But then another place, it said she left him. Maybe it's the book. The book may have been what said something different from the show. So I don't know. Either way. And so if he was going to go through with it, then he was like, okay. Christine's like, okay, I'm moving on. I'll find somebody else. Oh, I wish you would have. All right. Oh, Tina. If they had a guy doing the talk back interviews at the end, he wouldn't allow him to talk to the ladies. Yeah. Oh, Fire Suki hired James. There you go. James would be amazing at it. Amazing. Jenny, I had to resubscribe. I don't know why you did that. I didn't do that, Tracy. Oh, goodness. All right. That's one thing I forgot to mention at the very beginning. YouTube keeps unsubscribing people. Nobody knows why. They deny that it happens. You can't argue with stupid. So please, everybody, whenever you go on YouTube, if you can take a moment and just see that you're still subscribed to the channel. And if you're not, hit the subscribe button again. I appreciate it if you do. There is no rhyme or reason. It appears, the more I look at it, it appears to be the same people that it happens to often. So I don't think it's the channel platform as much as it is individual subscribers logins, or their own YouTube platforms. That's what it seems to be. And that's also the line that YouTube says. It says, oh, if you have more than 2,000 subscriptions. How many people have more than 2,000 subscriptions? If you have more than 2,000 subscriptions, they're going to start unsubscribing you to some of them. So that would be part of the reason. I don't know if that's you. I don't even have 100. I just want the ones that I care the most about, because I don't want a bunch of stuff keep coming up. Oh, Patricia Ireland Martin. Scarlett, well said. Thank you for that super chat. Whoops, let me click it again. Every time I go to hit the like button, it disappears. I appreciate you. Patricia Ireland Martin. Patricia, are you from Ireland? And you threw that in there, or is that actually your middle name? The only other Ireland I know is the guy from 30 Rock and Saturday Night Live. Alec Baldwin had a daughter named Ireland. She became a model. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, yes, please. I love you all. I'm not unsubscribing any of you. And I think I've only blocked, I could count on one hand how many people I've had to block from my channel. So, and you would know. You have to be pretty mean. And mean more than once. I think everybody can have a bad day. So I have in my notes app on my phone a copy of the actual, I like cut and paste the person and the message and put it in there and go, okay, really mean. It wasn't necessary, but okay. And not about other people, about me. Like, just like personal nasty digs that are unnecessary. I'm like, that's so unnecessary. What did I ever do to you? If you don't like it, go to another channel. Why take the time to say something so mean to me? But okay, maybe you're having a bad day. And then it comes up again on another video. All right, it's you, not me. You're gone. But that's not many of you, because the sister friends on this channel are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yes, they are. All right. So again, thank you so much, Patricia. I appreciate you so much. That is a very generous super chat. Okay. So we are going to do our quote at the end. I have in my notes app on my phone, which I have a lot of things on. To-do list. I have, I used to have all the Spanish words. I'm teaching myself Spanish. Well, Duolingo is teaching me Spanish. And I used to have it on my phone, but now it's turned into a big major Excel spreadsheet on my laptop of words that I'm learning. I have all kinds of stuff in there. One of the things is whenever I hear a quote that just sticks with me for whatever reason, I just cut and paste it and put it in there. A lot of times I don't have the author of it, so it's just unknown to me anyway. I just heard it somewhere or whatnot. But I received one from a viewer at one point. And they wrote, you know what? It's a good one for Kody too, related to this. Because these quotes that I do at the end, it all started from, I don't remember the exact situation, but in our live chat, we were talking about families and kids growing up and, you know, like, how can Kody do this? And can't you see that you're ruining your kids and then we were talking about like spending time with them. And I said, I just saw something the other day that I happened to put in my notes chat and I read it. It was kind of longer. It was like more of a story. And everyone's like, oh my God, I'm crying. Which wasn't my intent. But I just thought it moved me and I just wanted to save it. My kids are grown. They're in their 20s. But I kept it anyway. And after I read that, I thought, I'm going to do this at the end of every live chat. So if you're new, this is going to be something at the very end. And this one kind of relates to it. And because we're talking about Kody and and Robyn, but mostly Kody and his inability to connect with all the kids, this is what she wrote. Cobwebs and dust will be there tomorrow, but babies grow up. We've learned to our sorrow. So cobwebs, be quiet. Dust, go to sleep. I'm rocking my baby because babies don't keep. Isn't that sweet? That's sweet. Because it's a screenshot, I'm not going to be able to cut and paste it into the chat, but that's lovely. It's a reminder to a lot of us when we have grandkids. But to those of you who are younger, because I know you're out there, you're always telling me you're watching the channel anyway, and that you watch the show with your mom, that's fine. I appreciate you youngins too. It's for you, and it's for everyone who knows somebody who's going to have a baby. You can go ahead and write that on the card the next time you send a card to somebody who has a baby or somebody who's had a grandchild. I thought it was lovely. Okay. Get my chat back here. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Oh, Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. Let me hit, oh, see, it disappears every time I hit the little like thing. She says, hi, everyone. All right, first super on a live stream. I don't know, it's in between Patricia and Tanya's on my little screen, so I'm not sure who it is, but thank you, Patricia and Tanya, for your super chats. All right, I went longer this time. My apologies. It was a packed episode though. This season was pretty packed. All right, I will see you again, most likely Saturday night. So I'll get a thumbnail up for that. And we are doing great because that will be episode 10. And I think, didn't we say there were only something like 13? Before we get into all the talk back, look back, blah, 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 blahs that they have. Let's see. 13, no, there's more. 14. That'll be 10 on Saturday. So we are doing good. So I'll do Saturday and then I'll do Monday again. Oh, maybe not Monday. That might be when I'm going to dinner with my Nashville friends. We'll see. All right, we'll just do Saturday and then to be determined. I'll let you know Saturday the next time I go live again. I might do, no, I don't want to do Sunday night because James does Sunday night. And I know a lot of you watch both of them. So I want James's to be available. I know he's done with the book, but he always goes live on Sunday night. So I'll make sure not to do a Sunday night because I don't want to be, listen, I don't want to go up against James. He's the king. All right. That's all. I'm sorry. I love you all. Missed you for this past week. I'll start working on another video and working on that for the next week to come out with another topic. I have a couple ideas in mind. And in the meantime, I'll be working on Welcome to Plathville and get that on my other channel too. And don't forget, when you do your Amazon shopping, you might want to check out some of the things that other people, by the way, I can see what people purchase when they click through the link first. I don't know who buys what. I just have a list of items that people ended up buying. And a lot of them are just things that they went and bought afterwards. Like they clicked on the link, they didn't get the item, whether it's the pens or the glasses or the things that I purchased on Amazon, but they purchased something else. And so that shows up on there too. So there's a lot of all kinds of different crazy random things that appear on there. But boy, there are a lot of people that are getting the readers that I use. Yes. So if you're new and you are interested in them, I have them in blue and red and pink and purple and black and brown. They're great readers and I got them off of Amazon. You can click down below before you do your Amazon shopping. All right. That's all I have for today. Goodbye, everybody. I will see you on Saturday.